All right, last question today is from Leah. Leah says, if you accidentally stumbled upon a conspiracy theory that actually ended up being true and talked about it on your show, and that led authorities to contact you and tell you not to speak of it anymore, would you comply or would you continue discussing it on your show? It's hard to answer this definitively because I think it matters. What are we specifically talking about? How big of a conspiracy theory is it? And what is the threat you're under if you continue talking about it? I don't know that I can make a blanket statement saying if authorities came to me about anything and said, don't talk about this anymore, that I would just not say anything about it ever again.
Right. I think we have to, what do they threaten us with? Are we being threatened with a life in prison at a black site somewhere? I think if that were the case, I would stop talking about it immediately. But right, if it's that ultimate punishment, I think I would probably not discuss it. But if they're just threatening us with something like, I don't know, what else could they threaten us with? If something lighter, I mean, I think depending on how big the conspiracy theory was or how big the story was, I would probably still discuss it.
Yeah, I would do everything I can to discuss whatever the issue is, up to the point at which it would jeopardize my ability to continue discussing issues in general, right? So at the point at which this is going to bring something onto me where the show ends and I'm completely silenced, I think that that would be a net loss overall, right? I think that the broader benefit is for me to continue doing the show. I would try to figure out a way to maybe give information to someone else to try to divulge what it is that we've stumbled across, although we have to assume that based on modern surveillance, that it would be very obvious that I did that. I would just try to, I would go as far as I can up until the point at which I would be forcibly silenced, because at that point, all of the benefit is lost.
I think that's a good way to judge it. If you can't discuss important issues anymore because of this one issue, then it doesn't seem worth it. I guess we don't have to go as far as being locked away or assassinated. So I think that one makes sense.
That being said, I will say, when we think about conspiracy theories, we think about this kind of like amorphous blob of stuff that's mostly untrue. If I really came across something that I felt was world altering, I would probably sacrifice my ability to continue doing the show if I thought that I had an opportunity to truly break this story, right? And I think that for all of us, there's probably some individual issue, and we may not even know what it is, that when we hear it, we know it, where we would sacrifice a lot more.
Right. Imagine if you could finally prove that Barack Obama was not born in this country. you had the definitive, piece of evidence there. Maybe you would discuss it. Maybe it would be worth it because that would be just so big.
All right. That's it for questions for this week. We've got a great bonus show coming up. Make sure to become a member at davidpakman.com/membership because the show doesn't have to end now. You can get access to an entire other show for our paid subscribers. Go to davidpakman.com/membership. Otherwise, we will be back on Monday.